Hey YouTube, Sean G back with a video. I know it's been some time, but first of all, I would like to wish my mom uh, happy 85th birthday. Today's her birthday, October the 16th. Love you, Mom. May you be celebrating in heaven. Miss you. I love you. And I'll see you when it's my turn to come there. But guys, this video here is basically coming from my poetry. I said a while ago that I wanted to make this video and start my journey. And the only way for me to be able to start my journey, I had to take it back to where it all started from. So, without further ado, excuse me guys, I'll be reading from 3 of my poems. The first one is entitled Reflection. As I look in the mirror, it tells a story inside. My reflection stares back at me as if she's asking me why. Why did you leave me all those years ago? Really tell me, Shonda, because I really want to know. You left me and went off to help everybody else, but all my reflection was telling me was what I was telling myself. All she ever wanted is to feel what it is to live. Something was taken away from her, something only God can give. Inside was a child who just wanted to get out, but this tug-of-war of reasoning had kept her life in doubt. Doubt if she can go on, but I have to get up and go. Back to answer this question that she really needs to know. Knowing that she's protected, this is what's to be. Never to happen again. I got to set her, me free. A reflection that tells a story. Because that story, that Shonda is me. This is where my story begins. It's a two-part poem, if you will. Border blocks are border block ways. Short stopped my life at a very young age. Something was taken away from me, no, I didn't deserve. As young as I was, I just didn't have the words to come forward with the things that I knew were wrong, but hearing the idle threats as if they were songs kept me hush mouth, quiet as kept. I still live with this secret to the day that I regret. Silent night falls, no one hears my cries. 20-some odd years later, I'm asking myself why. But one day I will come out to the open, to the unheard and the unspoken. The cause of attraction for this predator's reaction who lurks within. The way of sneakiness, you thought you got away. Stay with this person still to this very day. With no more tears and no more pain. Although my life won't be the same, but my life is my life. And I'm taking it in stride from this day forward because I'm tired of being tortured. This is the day that Shonda will take a stand against a man who took away my childhood and everything else. I'm the 12-year-old who's looking for some help. My family life was threatened, so I did not take the step. I kept this deep, dark secret way down inside to keep my family safe from this predator's prowl. As much as it's hurting me, I'm asking the Lord for help to take me out of this misery and guide me step by step. So I took what I could and I made the best of what I had. But I spent many days, months, and years crying, but I fronted them with laughs. Laughs so I wouldn't show emotions of the consequence of spoken. I took a code of silence. Every day was rough for me as I traveled through life. Every time I seen him, it just took me deeper and deeper in thought. Suffering from anxiety that's still not under control. I ain't getting any younger. I'm steady getting old. The headaches I suffer with every single day makes me lie in bed and just wish them all away. Pressure was so bad I wanted to blow my top. That way it'll all be over and come to a sudden stop. Because going through an ordeal extensively like that just took my little mind and just threw it off track. But what else was there for me to do but wait until God comes through? Well, you know what? God did come through. God gave me a tool I know I can use. And I'm going to use this platform to tell my story. I want to share this with you all who's dealing with abuse or have done or dealt with abuse. Especially as a child, having your innocence taken away and being blacked out, not knowing life or what life holds at that point. I lost sight of my childhood shortly after that. But I do remember around 16, 17 years old, I was in a new revelation because I was determined to live my life the way I chose to live my life and not the way somebody else expected me to. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's frustrating. But I take that negative energy and turn it into positive energy by not allowing what somebody else took away from me to tarnish the rest of the life that God put for me moving forward. So instead of it letting it be a disadvantage to me, I learned to take advantage and take my experience and share them with others, such as myself. And I believe that's where my journey began, around 16, 17 years old. Probably earlier on before the rape happened, but mostly around 16, 17 years old. It was as though I was gravitating toward people that were really in the same situation or dealt with the same circumstance that I had. And the ironic thing is, you never know until you engage in conversation what somebody else is going through or what they done been through. And as life goes on and you dealing with people such as yourself or people that can relate to your story, it's like, it kind of give you hope to say, you know what, I'm not by myself. I'm not alone anymore. And it's okay. It's okay for me to hurt. It's okay for me to cry. It's okay for me to scream. It's okay for me to cuss. It's okay for me to shout. It's okay for me to pray. It's okay for me to laugh. It's okay for me to do anything that I need to do without getting myself in trouble, of course, to relieve myself from that situation. And those, like I was saying, those that I gravitated toward or they gravitated toward me and us sharing our stories, that we all shared the same thing. And it's encouraging. And I also let them know that even though we're not alone in it, there's still more out there. And I was asked a while ago to do something pertaining to my story, to have some type of gathering or something I had always done, but it wasn't intentionally. It was just as passers-by, just in communication. But I always wanted to open up my nonprofit organization for abused women, young, middle age, and older. But it always seemed to be something else blocking that or taking my attention off of it. But I always went back to it. Not toward the building wise, but in conversation as passing by. But I said, you know what, one day I'm going to be able to come out in the opening, and I'm going to be able to share my life experiences with others who feel they in the dark, or they feel they don't have anybody to talk to, they feel they don't have nowhere to turn, that nobody don't care. They wish they could say something but scared to say something, wish they can do something but scared to do something. As long as you're doing it the right way, it cannot go wrong. And what I mean by that is praying to the Almighty God, opening up your heart and allowing Him in. Let Him reside with you and sit with you and talk with you and heal you from the inside out. And He will give you the strength, the courage, the wisdom, and the understanding that we all go through things in life. Some worse, some unexplainable. But God knows exactly what He's doing, because I found out as well. And I'm 5'2", guys. Just a little shy of 133 pounds. Trying to get my 142 back. But anywho, I'm a little bitty something. Or I consider myself a little bitty something. But I also know from reading the Bible that there were many that God had used that was of my stature. Small people. And I say, you know what? God would take the littlest people, give them the toughest task, because that's where the strength comes from. And I guess that's probably why I used to say, not as a smart remark or whatever, but I'm a character in my own right. I'd rather smile, laugh than cry and be angry any day. But anywho, I tell people, it's small, big things come in small packages. Don't fool yourself. But a lot of people look at it as being something else, or I'm being bigger than myself. But if they don't know God, then they don't know what I'm talking about. When I say that there are big things in small packages, that signifies that there's a man greater in me than he that is in the world. And I know that power that God has given us of free will. I know it was to serve His purpose, but also that power will help us in a time of trouble. Yes, we're going to go through things. Yes, we're going to hurt from things. No, we're not going to understand a lot of things, but we don't have to understand. Only thing we have to do is walk by faith and not by sight, and allow God to continue using us in the way that He ordained. So I kind of took that as my covering. Yeah, Shonda, you fought, you did all these miscellaneous things, and it wasn't to prove a point. It's because I had my guard up. And I still do from time to time. People can look at me and be like, oh, I ain't messing with her, yada, yada, yada. Thank you. I thank you for being honest. Even if they tried, they will soon know, no, you don't want to do that. But anywho, just to say, I fear God, and I fear God only. The fear of man, I found out firsthand. I found out how cruel that this world can really be. And I also found out how, in an instant, that your life can be taken. And even as a child and not understanding, and will never understand the actions of an adult that would go to extreme measures like that. But I want to encourage you all who's watching this video that can relate to this video. I just want to let you know, Jesus loves you. I love you too. And regardless to what situation, circumstance that you went through, God is shining a light in your life, just as He's been shining a light in my life. And He wants you to take that and challenge yourself to be better than that person, because you are better than that person. You're not responsible for what happened. Don't ever be ashamed. Don't ever think that it was okay, because it's not okay. It's okay for you to cry, kick, scream, shout. Do anything that you feel you need to do to relieve that negative pressure. But don't do anything violent. I don't condone violence. I'm trying to get you all to understand that there is a healing process as well. And we're going to go through things, and it just because it's been a certain amount of time, whether it's today, yesterday, or 40 years ago, everything we go through life is a process. And as we work our way through that process is where we'll start seeing progress. And I want to encourage you all and let you all know that you still are beautiful, strong, intelligent, smart, and capable of doing many things. Don't ever let what someone did or what someone says stop you from being the best you that you can be. I intended to share my story in this way because I believe this was my calling from the beginning. It's not my first time speaking on it, but it is as far as my videos are concerned. And throughout some of my videos, I will be periodically going through some of my poems in relation to certain things or other things that's been going on that you all may be able to relate to as well. But I don't want to ramble around. I just wanted to get back to my videos and start this journey and help healing another somebody. And if this video has touched or been able to encourage one somebody, then my story will not go in vain. Because I'll have to always remember that one voice carry 100, and 100 voices will carry 1,000. And if this one person can take 1,000 demons to flight, 2 people can take 10,000 demons to flight. And that's what my aim is, to take these demons to flight. And I want you all to have your lives back. I want you all to love yourself, encourage yourself, and support yourself. Because if you don't, who else will? It all starts with you. I love you guys. I thank you all for tuning into my video. And I ask that you will like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with any and everyone that you feel that can use this video as an uplift. And please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video and if it was some help to you all. I do have another video coming out shortly after this one. I was able to get a new phone, thank and praise God, through my daughter. I love her, God bless her. So hopefully I can start spitting out these videos and get some content out there to be able to share with you guys. But I don't want to continue rambling on. Y'all know at the end of each of my videos, I always say that I want to leave it on a positive note. And I want to share this word with you guys, and you all know. If you don't know, you're about to know. That word power. I will take the P for pressure, and I'll take that R to release that pressure. I share the OWE with you guys because you owe it to yourselves to be the best you can be. Stay tuned for my next video. Please don't miss it, because it is pertaining to Amazon cheap wigs. I got to show y'all this. I'm finna put them on the spot, y'all, because they tried to do me in, but they finna get done. So stay tuned for that video. God bless. God love you. I love you too. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.